What is up? What is up? Danzy Man, nice to see you around. Hot jams indeed. I believe we were listening to some music from the NES Batman Returns before this, which, as we discovered when I played through it before, it's, I think, a pretty underrated game in the grand scheme of things. It had its issues, but it had some really, really impressive art, great music, and it's just weird. I think that game is not really talked about much when it comes to Konami games on the NES. It's really not talked much about in terms of Batman games either, which I find kind of weird. Anyway, we're back. And we're going to play some more Batman games. I've been on a bit of a break from this project for the last month and a half or so. When we last were at this, well, let's not call it a challenge. Let's call it a project. Let's call it a, what's the word? Retrospective. Anyway, last time we were playing Batman games, we checked out this Batman the Animated Series on the Game Boy. We didn't get super far into it though, so I want to make some sort of attempt to, if not beat it, at least see a little more of it before we move on. Having been a while since I did all this, everything that's like specific for this kind of stream layout and the setup for running all the games and stuff. Apologies in advance if things aren't going super smooth with me being a little rusty, but hopefully everything should be okay at least. Let me just see here one more thing on my end here. Let's see. After that, and hang on. All right, let's do this. Let's hop on over to this layout here. Let's get rid of this lovely music, and let's see if we can get this thing running. All right, looking good. Oh yeah, this had like this kind of recreation of the intro, didn't it? I mean, the opening of the show. Yep. Yeah, the presentation is real nice. Music's really not bad. I do think, from what I can recall, that the actual game doesn't necessarily hold up quite as well, but we'll see. It's a cute, fuzzy, exploding bear for all the people of Gotham City. People of Gotham City will be bursting with laughter by tomorrow morning. Let's see that winged freak try to save them all. Hey, Batman. Let the people know who's really in control in Gotham City. I know you can hear me, Batman. Ha ha ha. Alright. What's up, sort of familiar? Looks cute enough. You're going back to Arkham Asylum, Joker. Episode 1. The joke's on you. So, what I recall, yeah. Batman looks a little dopey. He's got a really weird run cycle here. So, okay, that looks... Okay, yep. Oh yeah, these floors, there's like a grapple, isn't there? Oh yeah, there we go. So I guess you can go through here. Can you... Okay, yeah, you can grapple in midair. So this, if I recall, this is the third Game Boy Batman, right? Because there was the original movie Batman, where, you know, Batman with a gun. There was the Game Boy Revenge of the Joker, which had the same title, but otherwise no relation to the NES game. That's the one where you're kind of a chubby, like Dark Knight Returns, Frank Miller Batman. And I really loved that Batman sprite. That's about what I remember. That's the one that had the, like, the crazy Joker boss at the end with the big magnet and shit. We made it through that game, but I had to cheat to beat the final boss. That was a cool game. This one, let's just say the jury's still out. But yeah, his yeah, March cycle's good. Okay, I guess we got Batman jumps here. Yep. Yeah, that's right. That's kind of weird. It's like if I hold right, he'll still. I have to let go of right and press right again in midair to turn around. It's kind of awkward. Like it's really great if you actually want to zigzag. Like it's always annoying when you try to wall jump in games and it's not clear when you should start pressing the other direction, right? So they kind of skirt that issue beautifully, but if you do want to do weird shenanigans like this, it's a lot trickier. Just fair enough. The nose, yeah. But yeah, like just when he's standing like this, I feel like they they could have gotten rid of that nose and he'd look, you know, it'd still look fine. Alright, water, Batman's worst enemy. Most wall jumps are made for the areas where they're needed. That's fair enough. Can I... Okay, yeah. To be perfectly frank, I feel like most wall jumps don't really feel great either. Or like the game doesn't quite make great use of them, or some combination thereof. How are audio levels, by the way? Does it sound good? Can you hear the game properly? Can I talk properly? That's a bigger question. Tippy toeing it. What's up, Mr. Fui? Oh, that worked out. Audio's a solid mix. Alright, I'll take that. Ouch. Okay. Took one hit, but... if I recall, the first stage was kind of a cakewalk. And I couldn't beat the second stage. Whoops. Okay, got a little lucky. There. Oh, never mind that. Okay, yeah, so we got health here. Hints are welcome, sure. I don't mind. Like, it depends on the game. But since I know that this is a game where I kind of got... well, maybe it's much to say I got stuck, but... like, I don't necessarily want a bunch of hints going in, but if I'm failing at something, I don't mind advice. Punch teddies. Okay, well, good to know, I guess. Whoa, that's an electric floor. I want to say there's like some secret or something up here on the top right. I vaguely remember something like that. I mean, I still... let's see here. Alright, that's a wall. Okay. Whoops, accidental wall jump. Probably missed a health or a batarang or something, but... there's a batarang up there. Alright, that works. That's so awkward. Like, there's no... there's no swinging. Yeah, that's like, Return of the Joker had swinging, I think, and it was like really cool, but pretty hard to use, and you didn't really need to use it anywhere, if I remember correctly. Okay, yeah. It's kind of a funny sound. It is a nice touch how the teddies themselves don't actually hurt you. I don't think even the enemies do. It's just when they explode. Or punch, in the case of the clowns. Whatever they are. Alright, there's this like vertical section coming up here, right? Yeah. This part is kind of neat. Right, so I could have... Right. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's no way I can... Yeah, I just have to go around here. Not that far, but... But I'm realizing another issue that I've kind of forgotten about, but yeah, that's making sense of the visuals, like seeing what's in the background and what's an actual wall or platform. I mean, that's kind of a typical Game Boy issue, but it seems like it's potentially pretty bad here. I'm just gonna ignore those batarangs. But we're not. Maybe not. Shit. Well, we'll see about Trivial. Might take a few tries. Let's see. But up is presumably where I'm supposed to go. Well, okay, there's nothing here. So here, like, you can definitely, yeah, there you go. Like, you can climb single walls, but timing is pretty finicky. Pretty sure I have no purpose going there. The wall jumps are, you still have to actually hold the direction, like towards the wall. Okay, I'm taking a bunch of damage here. Do you have, yeah, okay, I want to say you have like only one life, or you see lives between. You only see how many lives you have after you die or something. Symphony of the Night screen, right? Well, yeah, he's gonna like disappear in like these trap doors, right? Wow, okay. Ah, god damn it. Maybe I can just hang out here. Shit. Yeah, his sprite doesn't hurt me, so that's easy. Oh, shit. Alright, got him. Whew, well, that's lucky we didn't die. Hopefully we get the life back. Alright. Sheets of ice have crippled Gotham City in one of the worst something eyes, whatever. This is Summer Gleason reporting. Right, so this is the Mr. Freeze stage. Oh, humans, may your old cold hearts realize the pain in mine. Mr. Freeze, why don't you just chill out? Is that Batman saying that? I won't miss this chance to destroy Batman. Yeah, so we got Scarecrow coming out for... Well, I was going to say for no reason. I guess that's not entirely true. The chill of a lifetime. Right, so there's like... Okay, nice, full health. There's the... Scarecrow part first, and I always got destroyed in that boss fight. Oh, I thought that was a wall. Okay. And I eventually managed to beat that boss fight, but then there's this much harder Mr. Freeze section after that, where these bouncing projectiles... There's something like these lasers or something bouncing off the walls and ceilings. They're like super hard to avoid. It's kind of coming back to me. Whoa. Fucking jetpack mobsters. So we get to play as Robin, I think. Scarecrow. I mean, the sprites are pretty decent. The villains are recognizable at least. Batman, I'll handle the Scarecrow. You go after Mr. Freeze. Yeah, right. So we do the Robin part first. Right. And he's like slightly different. Yeah, he doesn't... Right. He doesn't have the grapple, but he can climb on ceilings. Right. Okay. Damn it. Oh, okay, these aren't anything. Crap. Yeah, I remember this is vaguely maze-like. Yeah, I'll probably screw up here. Also, no pants. Well, that's... Yeah, that's a... That's... I don't know, I guess... I'm not sure if that's a handicap or a power. God damn it, his fucking hitbox. Oh shit, he does, speaking of getting hit, he's got less health too, right. Well, I guess I don't even need to fuck with that guy. I'm supposed to go down somewhere to get access to that room or whatever, it's, yeah. Whoa, okay, I didn't think I'd fall down that far, but okay. I guess there's nothing here though. Right, I go down here and then like come back up in the middle or something. Fuck's sake, his hitbox is ass. Okay, I need health. Right, so this... That's annoying. Right, so you got like 2 continues or something like that, I think. Here's the health. Okay, cool, thanks. Well, I guess I'll need it.
Meow.
Bad Weed. What's up? Thank you for the host. Welcome, welcome. This... Well, yeah. I was gonna say, this is the return of Batman. I guess technically it's the return of Robin. But, you know, what they say. No Robin without Batman. They do say that, right? I'm just backtracking. And this attempt is kind of a wash anyway, so I just might as well see if I can... I'm literally going in circles, because this is how I got there, right? Yeah, I think this is completely wrong. supposed to go down some other place, I think. Is there somewhere I can drop here? Maybe I... Oh, fucking pumpkins or whatever. Okay. Do I need to drop down again? This is literally where... Okay, now I'm back to the beginning. Okay. Alright, so I need to go to the far right and then drop down like twice? Wait, hang on. Damn it. I wish these things would drop health. Alright. So... what if we go here? And die in the same spot again. Okay, but I think I'm on the right track. Maybe? So I was thinking, knowing that I had trouble with this last time and wanting to get through this shit at some point, right here. I was thinking I'd probably resort to using save states eventually, but I didn't think I'd need them this soon. Obviously, there's no real point in starting to use them now, because I've already lost a bunch of lives, so... I'll try to scope out what I'm supposed to do, and then maybe next attempt we'll use some safety saves. Hoffman, what's up? Do I go down again? I guess so. I must be below where maybe this is where I'm going. I don't know why I was thinking I was supposed to go up. Yeah, this is the... Okay. So cover the screen and these fucking things. Punch him and he has like he has a second attack. Where he like sprays fire or something. Yeah, that thing. Oh, I don't have any batarangs. Shit. I lost them, of course. Ugh. Why do these Cape Crusaders try to punch with their stubby arms? Yeah. Well, that's that attempt. Okay, let's wait, hang on. Dude. Alright, I got it. Well, you see, that didn't count anyway, because I wasn't even running my fucking timer. Dude, I'm so pro. So, let's see. I did not even put the note on how much time... Okay, give me a second here. I'm gonna have to... see what time I left off at the last time I was playing this. Let's see here. Give me a sec here and I can set up the timer properly. Mute this, thank you. So we were at... Come on, Twitch. God damn it. $42.25. Okay. Cool. Let's do this then. Let's add... Wait. Start timer at... So 42... Let's just, for the sake of... Let's just add 10 minutes. I don't know if that was 10 minutes. Probably more, but... Actually, why don't we start at an hour, even? Something like that. And we'll just... We'll just pretend that lines up. There we go. Alright. I mean, it's... not like any super serious speedrun attempts or even any other kind of attempts anyway, but... I like sort of keeping track of how long I spend with each game anyway. So yeah, this just feels like kind of busy work now, getting through this stage. I can kind of remember why I... why I stopped playing? I don't know. Um, why I wasn't super thrilled to keep going, I guess. I mean, I took a break from streaming in general for other reasons. But there's something about this game, like, you know, it's kind of like with any game where there's something difficult, but you have to do an easy but time-consuming thing to even get to that part. Time is important. I hear once you've played 1,000 hours of Batman games, you can actually beat Batman. Yeah, okay, well. That sounds incredibly legit. I mean, I guess that's kind of like after 1,000 hours of Star Wars, you can be a Star Wars, right? And I mean, who doesn't want that? Speaking of which, you're making it pretty far, by the way. I was watching a little bit of Rogue Squadron. I really love that game. You're gonna be a Death Star? Alright. Sick. That's a good Star Wars. If you're gonna be a Star Wars, Death Star is a pretty good Star Wars to be. Yeah, I just remember I had the PC version of Rogue Squadron, and I kind of borrowed a flight stick from a classmate, and I actually still have it somewhere, I think. To be fair, he didn't really care about it, and he was a rich kid, so, you know. I don't have a guilty conscience for that or anything. But playing that game with an actual flight stick was so sick. I remember revisiting that game at some point after having had those fond memories of it. But not having access to that flight stick, so I had to play it on keyboard, and like instantly realizing that this is nowhere near as fun on a keyboard. Gold Mullet, what's up? Begin round, all I need is the planet destroying laser. Alright, well, cool. You're like halfway there, pretty much. So, if any of you other guys aren't aware, by the way, you should totally give Bad Weed over there a follow. He's doing a kind of a proper challenge, not like my half-assed play by my own rules ones, but an actual challenge of playing through. I guess if you want to get technical, I'm not sure if it's every Star Wars game, but essentially every Star Wars game. And that was actually a big sort of inspiration for me to do this project. So you should definitely check out his channel. Also, playing through every Wii game, which is I don't know, lunatic's idea of a good time, but I mean, it makes for a good stream. I mean, yeah, when I played it with a flight stick. I'm sure, you know, analog thumbstick is going to be way better than keyboard. But if you have access to a flight stick, I would definitely give it a shot, just to try it at least. Brave and the Bold on Wii was cool. Yeah, I've played a tiny bit of that, and I really look forward to playing it proper. I actually have a copy of that game. I bought that being like, hey, this was a cool Wii game. I should have this. Like, after getting my Wii U... I don't own a Wii, but when I got my Wii U, I started picking up a couple of Wii games that I wanted to check out, and that was one of them. And I haven't really gotten around to it. And then, of course, once I started doing this project, I'm gonna hold off on any other Batman games until I get to them. But that's one I'm really looking forward to. The DS Brave and the Bold I have finished, and that's also a good game. I look forward to that one. It's funny, like, I've had other ideas for kind of projects, stuff like this that I want to do, but obviously I don't want to stop in the middle of this and start a new one, but yeah, I mean, I guess I shouldn't I shouldn't give away what my other plans might be, but in any case, I feel like I gotta put the time in to actually get through this, so I can stream more stuff that I want to stream. Although it's not like this is a chore or anything. I mean, some games will be, I'm sure, but I'm not. Given that I'm not committed to beating any game, if something is too bad, I don't feel too horrible about just moving on. But I'm looking forward to like replaying the Arkham games, for example. But the kind of the PS1 and 64 games, those are going to be the real. Like that's my real blind spot with Batman games. I haven't played pretty much any of those. Plus, I'm sure a lot of them haven't aged very well. So that's going to be, well, I don't know if it's going to be fun, but it'll be interesting. Alright, got him. Okay. Yeah, as long as you're having fun, exactly. Like, that's why I'm not stressing the legitimacy of beating the games or anything. Like, if I do that, I'm just gonna push myself to not having fun with it, and then I'm not gonna... You know, if I find myself thinking about doing a stream, and then I think about, like, it's gonna feel like work, and then I'm not gonna want to stream at all. Joker first up, interesting. Yeah, it's funny, like, that's kind of the... I think he's the first boss in like every game based on this show, pretty much. He's the first boss in the Mega Drive game. He's the first boss in the Super Nintendo game. I guess, honestly, in this show, the Joker wasn't really as much of a, like the sort of ultimate arch enemy as he's been in kind of many other versions. From what I can recall, anyway. I haven't watched this show a whole lot. Let's see, is this how we do this? Yeah, okay. So I've done a tiny bit of, like, pretty much every game on the list. I've done like a 5-minute test just to make sure that I have the game working and everything ahead of time. And just from that alone, like, I've seen enough that there's a couple of games I'm like really excited to just see more of and give a proper go. So this is a good example of a pretty noisy and hard to read background. I mean, you can. It's good that the walls are less noisy. The walls stand out at least, but overall, it's pretty. The readability is pretty bad. Oh, let's just dodge that. But one of the games I'm the most excited to check out is Batman and Robin on the PS1. I played that a tiny bit. It seems extremely ambitious in kind of a cool way. If not exactly good. Batman Begins, I remember playing that on PS2 and really liking it. And then like learning way after the fact that apparently it got really bad reviews and like was thought of as a pretty shitty game. And I remember being really like confused about that because I was like, well, that was a good game. So I wonder if there's like batarangs or something I can find. If I explore more here. Like Batman Begins is interesting because it's kind of a, on one hand it's sort of a straightforward action game, like parts of it, but it's also it's got like lots of different types of gameplay. It's like a lot of parts that are more stealth based. It's got some kind of version, you could call it, of the sort of what do they call them? The Predator encounters or whatever in the Arkham games, where you have to move around between like hiding spots and take out bad guys one by one. Like I remember there's some places where if you walk through a door and like there's a dude standing there, they'll just gun you down and you die instantly. So you have to like take an alternate route to sneak behind them, and I want to say there's something, at least in those sections, there's some kind of fear mechanic, like you build up some sort of fear meter, and only when the bad guys are like basically incapacitated by fear can you really take them on. So it had a few ideas like that were kind of cool. He shot more than twice, but I think there's health over here. Okay. Alright. It's another vertical load screen. Okay, let's see if we can... Fuck. Whoa! Was he invincible during his jump? That's weird. Okay. Just want to see... that's the low button, okay. Okay, let's... I'm sure I can get a hit. There we go. Okay. You just gotta be super aggressive, and he's not that bad.
Don't worry, Robin. I'll put Mr. Freeze on ice.
Alright, who requested bad puns? Batman Begins also interests me in, like, I have a weird fascination with movie licensed games in general. And specifically, what the fuck? Specifically, like, the more modern, the better. Because at some point they just, like, stopped making them. Or they didn't stop making them, they just started making them for mobile instead of console. But, oh, right. So you trip this alarm, and now we get these, yeah, this shit. So I guess you gotta find, like, these safe spots. That's not a safe spot. Okay. Is this a safe spot? Can you? Okay, I wonder if you can... Nope. I guess they can only shoot diagonally, though, so if you're straight below one, you should always be safe. So in that little gap... So the key to defeating Scarecrow was being super aggressive. I guess the key to beating this is just not being aggressive. Yeah, Mr. Fu, that was pretty much it. Like, enemies themselves don't hurt you. Only when they attack. So you can kind of just hug them and be okay. Except these guys who, like, run into you and hurt you, it seemed. And I don't know, like there's something about like modern, like sort of PS3, 360 movie games, where like at that point the mere idea of a movie tie-in is like a novelty. So that makes it interesting. Shit, this doesn't get me full health. All right, let's okay, let's do this anyway. We might get health back. I'm getting a little bit. Oh, never mind. See there, he like rushes you. I guess that's like a melee attack. Oh boy, we got doors. Oh yeah, I think maybe I made it this far once. The door mechanic seems vaguely familiar. That's a batarang pickup. So I guess the batarangs don't carry over, so you might as well use them. So here, yeah, the readability is pretty bad here. The floors you can jump through are really not obvious at all. Oh. Oh, this seems annoying. Whoa, I didn't mean to jump that far, but okay. Did I fall off that thing? Okay. Guess it won't shoot if it's like off camera. Can I? No! I'm trying to run. Okay, Jesus Christ. I'm not gonna save here because I'm sure I could have made it through that a lot better. This is probably where I need to go. Well, I'm gonna die and we'll redo that. I was gonna say, well, I can still go back. I don't know. There's gotta be health pickups somewhere, right? Oh, he just like... Okay. Let's load this save instead. Hey, yeah, can I, like... Is the ceiling too far off? Well, I mean, clearly. Or it would work, but... Nope, that doesn't work. How are you supposed to do this? I guess I was gonna say, yeah, maybe, or else you can punch them. Well, unless they do that. If I can hit you with a cross up. But the timing has to be like, oh, Jesus Christ, this is like... See, and then, but there's no time to jump. Alright, I want to see if I can make it through. Nope. I have to, like, jump in between them or something. I want to see if I can make it through unscathed. There we go. See, we take a different route here and see if we... Well. Nope. More hosts? Scotty!
Yeah.
What's up? Thank you for that, host. Welcome, welcome. Scotty viewers. Welcome to the adventures of Batman and Save States. That's a weird wall jump. Like there's one tile. There's one tall gap. Ah. So I guess as long as they're walking slowly, being inside them doesn't hurt you. It's just when they're rushing you. Ooh, life. Okay. Oh fuck, more of these things. Let's do this. Save. Right. Alright. I think this is going to be enough to brute force the boss. Alright, yeah, boss time. We got 5 batarangs. Alright, good start. Going great so far. Okay, I'm dead. Okay. So I don't know about the batarang. It seems really hard to even hit him. Okay, I'll save after this. Dude! Shit, I wasted a batarang. Alright. This sure looks tedious, but the upper path still looks... Yeah, it looks a lot more maneuverable than going down here. It's like time to perfection. Oh, shit. Oh, dude. Okay. Oh, nice. He wasn't on screen. Okay. He still shot me. Okay. Fuck. Can I, like, approach him once without getting shot is the question. For fuck's sake. Like, the spacing is so specific. I feel like I gotta bait the laser. Nope, okay. So... See, this one, like, it's on a different tile, so I have to move in a different way. Nope. I can't jump over his shot. It's just... So do I maybe have to go... Right, it's lower. Nope. Can I jump over it? Yeah, okay. Guess that's the key. Wow. Okay. Okay, so that doesn't work either. I want to get like one loop without getting hit. Or loop, I don't know, like one hit. Nope, I have to run off the platform. Well, basically, can I get one hit? Can I hit him once without taking damage? Without having Batteraxe? Actually, which I actually did there, I guess. Alright, okay, we got him. Ah, that was not a fun fight. Like, having 3 attempts and then having to do the entire game over to get there. Like, just trying to learn how that works. Playing legitimately. I'm not ready for that. Somebody's kidnapped Harvey. We don't know who did it or where they are. It's Gordon, I guess. Batman, we have to find him as soon as possible.
I'm keeping Harvey Dent. You're the next target, Batman.
Master Bruce, I've received a message from Poison Ivy. What, you just emailed Alfred? She said that you should try to attend Mr. Dent's party. Fucking Gordon.
Commissioner, leave Dent to me. It seems that he's not her primary concern.
Episode 3, The Queen Menace. Looked like an 8 for a second and had me confused. Oh, hey, Catwoman. What, do we get to play as her now, or what? You've always been my favorite, Batman. Harvey Dent's too boring for me. Or do we just have to... I guess... Because the first half of the Mr. Freeze stage was Scarecrow. Maybe the first half of Poison Ivy stage is Catwoman. Seems reasonable enough. I mean, that was always one of the cool things about this show. How it incorporated like a good deal of Batman's villains, and they were all like, okay, yeah, a bunch of cats up there. Generally, you know, it was a well-written animated show, so the villains were all really cool. And I like it when the games do that too, like they kind of get a whole bunch of them. Wait, was that a door? I'm confused. I'm not sure if that's a background tile or fire. I'm not going to take any risks. Okay, iframes. Nice, okay, she just fucking killed me, but... So I'm like going up this... What are these things? Jump cans? Panicking over here. Whew, okay, well, we're... Fuck. Injustice 2 Catwoman? Yeah, yeah, she had pretty... fucking jump 2, back 3. I kind of miss Injustice. I haven't played it much. I've like dutifully checked in on each new DLC character release, but that's kind of been it. Let me see, can I... But at this point, I'm more excited. Okay, let me just... Nope, it's fire. Okay. Dude, I didn't even fucking see that platform. At this point, I'm just more excited to hear about MK11 at E3. If something happens, I have no idea. fire seems, yeah. I don't think Injustice... Maybe it's at Evo? I forget, honestly. Why did that not work before? Well, the Ed Boon thing is, like, I mean, he posts whatever on Twitter every day. It's like typical event hubs making a mountain out of a molehill. Or I mean, my assumptions about Mortal Kombat at E3 have nothing to do with that. It's just seems like it would be time. What the fuck are you supposed to even do here? I feel like I'm missing something pretty badly here. I can't go through this. Ah, maybe it's just a wall jump. Yep, okay. Whew, okay. Well, there's a lot to be said about Mortal Kombat's art direction ever since they left 2D. But I will say at least with the tech, I'm going to see if I can not do that. With the tech they have from Injustice 2, they at least can create really realistic looking faces and people. So yeah, I would definitely like to see a return to that sort of thing, but it's not like... I mean, using modern technology, there's a lot more to it than using photos. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can make it through that. A little less harmed. Whoa, 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 whoa. Can I bait that? Wait, is she invincible while jumping? I guess she is. She's got fucking dive kicks? Oh, for fuck's sake. Running Wild, what's up? I mean, I would love to see lots of different artistic interpretations of Mortal Kombat. Maybe we'll use to continue. Okay, we made it through. Well, I think it's alternate costumes and everything. I think the few times they have attempted like stylistically different costumes, like in Injustice, I think there's, I forget. I think in like an Injustice Mobile, there's been like animated series Batman skins and whatever. Maybe in the console version too, I forget. And it looks like shit. And even if the skin itself is well done, it doesn't fit in at all. So I don't know if that's the solution, but I mean, in terms of realism, in terms of having the characters look like actors, from a technical standpoint, I think both Injustice 2 and MKX did certainly a good enough job. I have a lot of opinions about the art direction and character design in those games. Like, I hate that Batman is always in some fucking Iron Man armor. I think that's really stupid. I really hate that there's like 8,000 different pieces of customization, but there's still, you can never have Batman or Superman wearing briefs. Like, that's fucking dumb. But at that point, it's a totally a choice. Like, they could just as easily, if they wanted to, they could have the old actors and like, hey, let's base such and such character on this actor, which I would love to see. I don't expect it, but they could do it. Which is cool, I guess. I mean, I think it's a big improvement over MK9 which looked weird, and certainly the PS2, Xbox games that just looked horrible in terms of like the style of the character, the body proportions, and they just look like really ugly CG cartoons. I've liked all of the modern NRS games, but I do think that in many ways each game has been a improvement on the previous. I think artistically, Injustice 2 is in some ways my least favorite of all of them. But there's other stuff that's nicely done in that game. I like the idea of the gear customization stuff. I'm not in love with the execution of it. Like if the base costumes were more interesting looking and the gear you could get looked better, then it could be awesome. So like the big question is, should we expect something like that in MK11? Will the variation system return, and if so, will gear... Like one of the things that I don't like about the gear system, which isn't a necessity, but how they've handled it in Injustice 2 is that there are very few alternate skins. They put a lot of that work that would have gone into alternate skins that went into, 15 different belts for Batman or whatever. But when you have a character like, say, Green Arrow, whose like base costume looks like shit, no amount of hats or belts is gonna make that look cool. So if you don't like the original design, you're fucked. Whereas in Injustice 1, or even more so in MKX, if you're not in love with the details of a character's design, like, hey, there's 6 other costumes, you're probably gonna like one of them. So I really hope, it would be really disappointing if MK11 ends up being the same way as Injustice 2 in that regard. Especially after MK11, I think there are parts of the character design, costume design, that I was unhappy with, but for the most part, I feel like every character has at least... First of all, every character has at least 3 costumes in MKXL, which is good. But I feel like everyone has at least one... Almost everyone at least has at least one costume that like looks really sick. Several have multiple cool costumes, so I don't know, we'll see. Do they do the TV versions? Well, not really in Injustice 2, because they don't do like so many alternate costumes. There's a small handful. But they did in the first Injustice. The Arrow, well, like the TV version of Green Arrow, it had like Stephen Amell's voice. Amell, is that his name? Whatever. The guy from the show. He did the voice. I think the mobile... Like, Injustice 1 had a ton of like movie-based skins and stuff. In the mobile game, they've had a lot more alternate versions. So they had like Suicide Squad versions of Harley Quinn and the Joker. They've had... I think they might have had the Nolan-verse Batman. They've definitely had the Snyder-verse Batman and Man of Steel, Superman, and Zod in the first Injustice, stuff like that. So yeah, stuff like that too is like, and especially like they've even had different like comics, like specific story arc versions, like the Killing Joke Joker or whatever. Like stuff like that is not doing it is such a missed opportunity. I'm sorry I can't really read the chat. Oh, fuck. Ah. But it's also a shame, like, two of my favorite, like, concept artists who did a lot of the cool stuff for MK9, sorry, Injustice and MKX, aren't with NetherRealm anymore, so I'm curious. But I was surprised to see that Marco Nellor, who's super sick artist, he did a lot of really, really cool stuff for both Injustice and MKX. I was surprised to learn that he actually worked on Injustice 2 because I didn't feel like it was very, very well reflected in the look of the game.
Ah! I'm sorry, Selena. Harvey is in danger and nothing can stop me from saving him.
With the power of prep time and saves coming, anything is possible. Injustice 1 had the Conan O'Brien joke skin. What was that? I will say the one thing that there was a unquestionably an improvement in Injustice 2 is that they no longer require you to play the mobile game for any of the unlocks in the console version. Like, those mobile games aren't very good, and it was always a bit bullshit that they required you to grind that to unlock some stuff. I mean, I'd kind of rather do that than pay money, I suppose, but... Oh, that hurt. Okay. The Flaming Sea... I've never heard of that being in Injustice. Was that in the console game, or was it only in the mobile game? Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay, let me just do some research here. Do these things hurt me? No. Okay, good to know. Alright, let's slow this. Ah, shit. Well, that's what I get for always taking the upper route. Huh. That's crazy. I never heard about that. Fuck's sake. See, that's like the readability thing. I don't even notice those, like, thorns are even there. Are these climbable? Yep, okay. Oh, okay. I'm just gonna fucking save scum. Save scum the shit out of this at this point. I guess I have upside. Yeah. Seems like that might be the case, huh? Palm trees. Did I miss a pick? Okay, let me just... Okay, no, it's... Oh, okay. Never mind. But more like nutsack plant. I don't know. Alright. Good status here. Well, we were for a second. Oh! Hardened thugs don't hurt Batman, but walking into a plant does. Makes perfect sense.
Fortune smiles. Another day of wine and roses.
Avenged.
Beer and pizza. Ha!
We're on a host tray now. Cool. Thank you for that, host. I was lurking a little bit on your stream today. Did you ever figure out Populous? I can admit that that's a game I've never quite been able to figure out myself. I'm Frank, and what's up? Welcome to you and any other Revenge viewer just tuning in. Ah! Ah, why can I not? Oh, fuck. Okay. I'm gonna redo this. Let me redo that. Oh, okay. I guess I get to redo a little more than I bargained for. That's fine. What happened to my hair is that I cut it. Felt like it was time. Kind of. Let's see if we revisit at the end of the challenge. Quite an extensive discussion, huh? Yeah, that's just one of those like really cryptic games that like has a reputation of being kind of a, you know, a legendary game. Like it was really unique. You know, it's something that hadn't really been done at the time, which, you know, in many ways can carry like that sort of thing can be enough for a game to gain fame and notoriety, but not necessarily make it easy to revisit some 20, 30 years later. It can be hard to appreciate what was unique or interesting about it. Especially when it's hard to even figure out the like interface, as is the case in that game in particular. Alright, let's... There's no end on Master System, okay. That doesn't help either. Fuck, I saw the dude, but not until it was too late. Up here? No, down. Games that create genres tend to age badly. That's a good way of putting it. Like innovation and polish, I shouldn't say rarely go together, but it's like... I just realized you actually can hang and punch. I wasn't even sure you could do that. It's lucky though. Come on, not plant. Okay, got him. Oh, okay, I'm gonna have to do this. Alright, that actually worked out. Street Fighter 2 aged very well in some regards, not well in others, I think. Or, I mean, it depends on how you look at it. In terms of competitive play, it aged terribly. Like, it was outdated within a year. Still better than other games that tried to do the same thing, but like it was, it had some fairly major flaws in terms of game balance and whatnot. Did I miss something over on the left here? But even then, Street Fighter 2 didn't really invent versus fighters. You know, for one, there was Street Fighter 1. Oh, I'm just taking too many hits here. You know, Street Fighter 2 refined the fighting game genre for sure. Wait, this is wrong way. But it really didn't create the genre. Fine. Alright, okay. We're still in better shape. Wow, I didn't save for a long time. Shit. Oh, wow. Dude, I did not realize you can do that. That is actually a big help, too. Can I just jump up? Yep. I forgot that thing hurts too. Whoa! Okay, I'm not sure what killed me there. I mean, yeah, Street Fighter 2... let's see if we can make it further. Street Fighter 2 was insanely innovative and well made. I think it's... I mean, you're not totally crazy. I think... Given how much it innovated in the sense of how much of Street Fighter 2's foundation is still used in fighting games today, I can think of few games that have aged as well for being so innovative. But having said that, it's more like its legacy. Oh, for fuck's sake. Ah! Its legacy has kind of aged better than the game itself. I don't know. It's if that makes sense. Yeah, I think this really needs to be black because there's so much junk everywhere else that they wouldn't have any colors to work with. Oh, dude. Okay, I need to focus. I mean, I think a good idea or a good example is like Blizzard. Like they're famous for releasing very polished games, but also games that are not creating genres, but not genre creators, but sort of genre defining games. There were RTSs before Warcraft. There were There were hack and slash RPGs before Diablo. There were MMOs before World of Warcraft, etc. But like, few people are as good as them or have the means to, you know, stand on the shoulders of giants and make that much of it, so to speak. Like, none of their games have been that innovative in terms of the concept or what the game is. It just like an execution. So that's kind of like the other side of that coin, I feel. Actually, I guess I can just do this. Isn't great, but I'm alive. Speaking of alive, I'll take the hit because I'll still get full health. No, I didn't. Okay. I should probably just have lived with not having full health, but... Some opinions more valid than others. I mean, you're not wrong about that, but I don't think this is such a contentious issue. Why did I even load? Oh, okay, well. Alright, cool. Accidental bat stunts. Okay, boss time. Do we have any batarangs? Okay, we got 5 batarangs. Knowing previous bosses, we're probably gonna need them. Oh, great start. Okay, so we gotta hit that thing while it's open. So, do we have to crouch? So the vines block. So I just want to see, can I crouch her thing? Yes, okay. I press down. Oh. Did it still hurt you, even if you just walk into them? Oh, there's so much, like, shit going on everywhere. It's really hard to see. No, that was a waste. Okay. Oh, so was that. Yeah, they'll still touch you. Did I figure it out? Oh, I fucked that up. All right. No. Whew. That was less trouble than I would have expected. Commissioner, there's umbrellas raining down all over the city. Penguin time, I guess. I know, Harry. Yeah, there we go. I see my parasol bombs are causing pandemonium among the sniveling folk of Gotham City. Penguin? When is a bat not a bat? Penguin and the Riddler have escaped. It must be open house at Arkham Asylum. Yeah, someone's not doing their job over there. Episode 4. Bank Robin is a gas. Jeez, 4. It feels like we do... I mean, there's like 2 stages in 1, so that makes sense, I guess, but it feels like we've been doing like 8 stages. Yep, I knew these things would hurt me. I just thought I could punch it, but that was probably a bit naive. Oh, well, did I punch it or did it... I'm so confused. Anyone watch Gotham? A friend of mine swears by it. I kind of refuse to believe it's any good. The concept just seems silly to me, which I guess shouldn't stop me from watching it, because if it's anything Batman could use, it's a little dose of silly. But nah, I just think it has that whole kind of Muppet Babies vibe to it. Like, it's like, why is everyone... Like, I don't know, the basic conceit is like, hey, let's make a show about Batman before he was interesting. And also, kid versions of every other Batman character will be there, because why not? But... I mean, I realize that's probably kind of reductive, and I haven't watched it, so... But that's why the concept of the show just kind of rubs me the wrong way. For fuck's sake. Okay, let's see if we can make it to that section with full health at least. The Bat Strut. Caller, what's up? Nope. Can I even... Yeah. Fuck's sake. Okay, let's save here. Actually, let's save here. I mean, I'm not opposed to the idea of like a police procedural set in Gotham City starring Gordon or anything. But yeah, it's more the idea of these like kid villains or whatever that just seems a little goofy. But it's not like I'm not watching it out of principle. There's plenty of TV shows that I would like to watch that I just don't get around to. So, but I have not watched it. But I have watched Flash, and I really like that show. And I've been watching a little bit of Arrow, and I want to get into more of that, like the CW verse. Yeah, this is that's how you know it's the Riddler. Famously wallpapers everything with question marks. Nope. Fuck. I was gonna like, hey, I avoided that. Like a boss. Like a bat? I don't know. But I did until I didn't. So we're gonna have to backtrack a whole lot here once we hit switch, I'm sure. Well, unless we get guided back in a nice way. Just see if there's... Nope. Yeah, but that's the light-hearted tone is exactly why I liked Flash. I thought the Arrow was really kind of tedious. And that's kind of what I've heard. I haven't watched too much of Flash. Arrow. I kind of gave up halfway to the second season once they started doing so many of these like weird flashbacks and shit. But I've heard that from season 3 or so. Did I just fuck up? No, I think not. I heard that from season 3, 4 of Arrow, like they start to align more in tone. And I mean, I've watched the crossover episodes and I've enjoyed those. Seems like it's more straightforward than it pretends to be. I guess that's what's his name? Mafia ventriloquist puppet. But yeah, that's like one of the big reasons I don't like the current DC movies. Like, I liked Wonder Woman, but the Batman and Justice League and all that shit, like, it's so dour, and the idea of being more dark or violent or whatever being like a positive. I'm not saying there's not room for it, but it's certainly, as far as Batman goes, that aspect has been very like overexposed for the last, I don't know, ever since the first Burton movie. Or I mean, technically even before that, I guess, with Dark Knight Returns and everything. So I think that's a perfectly valid version of Batman, but I strongly oppose the idea that that's like the canon version of Batman, let alone other DC properties. Like Green Arrow, I want a quipping dude in a goatee. Not whatever the hell that show was. Shit. Ah, for fuck's sake. At this point, I feel like I'm probably... Yeah, that was not supposed to go there. That was a trap. I think. Every fucking room looks the same. Yep, okay, and there's no other place I can go, so... But that's assuming I was supposed to go into this room at all. Well, it seems like every room so far has had one question mark and one exit, so unless there's some hidden. I mean, if there's gonna be a stage that has like a hidden door or something, it's gonna be this stage, so. What happened to enemies that don't hurt you by walking into you? The wall jumps are a little finicky. Okay, but we're going in a circle now, though, aren't we? This is where my excellent sense of direction comes into play. Yeah, we're definitely going in a circle. Am I supposed to punch question marks? Is there any room that allows me to go back from where I came? Nope. I know there's stuff like this, but there's nothing I can really do here. Surely it's not a Batarang thing. In the center? Well, okay, I guess we're not. Eventually, I guess we got to go somewhere else. Maybe, wait, did I? Sick. Oh, I should just run, okay. This game, guys, it's something. So, can I go right in this room and it's just tricking me to go left? Yeah, that's it. Okay. How the fuck do you go? Alright, okay. Boss time, I guess. Ah! Okay, so this... Well, Penguin is after the Riddler, so the stage isn't over. Both of them, I guess, okay. That didn't look like the Riddler, though. I'm so delighted you could make it, Batman. Yeah, I bet. Okay. It's a virtual boss fight. I didn't need to use that. Okay. Fuck's sake. Okay. That was lucky. Okay, I'm just gonna use the continue and see where I start off, because I feel like at this point I can afford to use one. If I start at the boss fight, yeah, that's fine, because this is gonna be tedious as shit without. That's an interesting idea, though. Like, he splits up and, the remaining ones become projectiles. if you don't get at least 2, you're kind of fucked though. But that, like, yeah, you gotta, I don't know. At some point, give up and just focus on avoiding. I just realized I'm on my last fucking health here. Alright, I'm gonna die. Okay. Oh, I'm fucked. Oh, I'm so lucky. I knew it. I knew it. I was just waiting for him to land that fucking thing. Okay, let me at least get the first hit. It was pretty alright. Not that hard to avoid. Got a nice pattern going. Can't talk. Got a nice pattern going here. Shouldn't have gotten in front of him, but hey, we got the hit in at least. Oh! How did I not hit that? Ah, that was stupid. Got him. Okay, nice. That was kind of a neat fight, actually. Penguin escapes as the computer blows up in Riddler's face, I guess. Okay, yeah, I was waiting for another Robin part. Have to hurry. The Penguin's trying to get away in his airship. Alright, classic Penguin airship. It's always a little weird getting stuck on ceilings unexpectedly with Robin. Here, like, the fucking buildings in the background look like walls. It's confusing. Also, these flashes aren't super comfortable. Okay, let's save. Oh shit! We just go right into it, huh? This flight departs in 90 seconds. Too bad you can't fly, little birdie. There's not that many villains left, are there? It's like Ra's al Ghul, Clayface. Oh, hey. Well, I was gonna say Two-Face, but I guess we saved Harvey Dent. Okay, there's gonna be a fight afterwards because we got Batarangs. Well, I didn't take them, but they were offered. Let's say. Oops. Okay. I was gonna skip those hearts, but not anymore. Yeah, just like based on the typical Game Boy game length, like 4 stages seems kind of what you'd expect. Okay, we can't actually punch them. Dude, like how much... How much faster were you expected to be able to do that? I had 1 second and I skipped half of the pickups. Holy shit. Thoughts on Nolan Two-Face? I liked what's-his-face in the role. I thought he was very well cast. I forget his name. I think the character of Two-Face didn't necessarily get too much to do in the movie. Do I save now? Or do I think I can do that better with more batarangs? So I'm gonna die before I get a chance to learn how I could use the... Yeah, I might as well save now, because I can still use to continue. I'm assuming I would have to do the chase over if I do continue. Oh, okay. What the hell was the batarangs for? Do they carry over? They didn't before. Yeah, they didn't... What the fuck? That was pointless. Oh well. But I haven't watched The Dark Knight in a long time. I've always liked it. Well enough, anyway. But, like, I think the third movie was stupid. I didn't like that. But I liked Batman Begins, and I liked The Dark Knight. I liked its versions of pretty much all the villains and everything. I just feel like it's... Like, if I'm being negative towards the idea of, like, the dark, brooding shit or whatever, it's not so much that I dislike those movies or anything like that. It's just that whatever's next could well stand to be different. It's more... That's more the point. Dude, these things are annoying. Are they like hummingbirds or hornets or whatever? They're not penguins. Well, Nolan's Two-Face was a hell of a lot better than fucking Tommy Lee Jones. I mean, he's a total joke. Like he's playing like a caricature of the Joker, basically. Like he doesn't have two sides. Like he's crazy and crazy. It's extremely stupid. Batman Forever is hands down my least favorite Batman movie. Well, actually, The Dark Knight Rises might be. Assuming we only count theatrical movies and not like the animated movies or whatever. But like, Forever has my least favorite Batman, my least favorite villains, my least favorite, I don't know, love interests. Pretty much my least favorite everything. Oh boy, this is not great. Like, everyone's shitting on Batman and Robin. I mean, it's a stupid movie, and it's not good in many ways. But I feel like 90% of what people complain about in Batman and Robin applies just as much to Batman Forever. Which is a movie that somehow, I think, like, in the collective consciousness, is, like, remembered as a good movie. It's not a good movie. It's, yeah, like I said, it's just as stupid as Batman and Robin. Did I? No, okay. Yeah, see, like, the Riddler, I absolutely hate the Riddler with a passion. I mean, no, I love the Riddler. He's a great villain, but I hate Jim Carrey's version of the Riddler. Because mostly, I don't really like Jim Carrey. I mean, his brand of comedy has its place. I've liked him in movies. But I don't like his version of the Riddler at all. Let's try this again. Like, it's completely unhinged, and I mean, I can appreciate that type of performance, but it's just too much. It's just like Jim Carrey doing he's doing his like Ace Ventura bits basically, and it's just, I don't know. If you build a movie around it, like Ace Ventura, that's fine. But I don't know. I don't even know if I can say it's out of place in Batman Forever, because the whole movie's dumb as hell, but I don't really like it. by comparison, I think Batman and Robin, I can get more on board with its brand of stupidity. And like Schwarzenegger is a delight. Like he chews the scenery like nobody's business. But he's not obnoxious the way Jim Carrey is. This is Trippy, what's up? Scotty, yeah, you could say that. Like, maybe some part of Batman Forever still tries to have sort of one foot in the Burton movies universe. I don't know, but it does have a few. Like, one thing I really like about Batman and Robin, completely unironically, is I think the production design is great. Like, its version of Gotham City is insane, but it's like really unique and cool and really, you know, it's comic booky compared to like Chicago or whatever in The Dark Knight. The version of Gotham in Batman and Robin is insane and kind of awesome. Nice. And there's some of that in Forever too. I don't want to defend Forever, but Batman and Robin is them giving up. I mean, yeah, it's and that's the thing too. I'm not trying to uplift Batman and Robin as a good movie either. Really, it's a B movie. It's stupid as hell, but I think it's fun. It's fun to watch. I enjoy watching that movie. I don't enjoy watching Forever as much because I don't like I said, I don't like Kilmer as Batman really, at least not in that movie. I don't like the villains, so there's not much left to enjoy. Yeah, exactly. Two-Face trying to one up the real. Yeah, right. They don't play off each other in an interesting way. There's no like dynamic. All right. Okay, what we got here? Probably. Nope. Okay, I was gonna say probably I can just. I'm gonna save in the middle there because boss is like weirdly easy so far. Famous last words, granted, but. Okay, did I literally get him first try? I guess.
Let's leave him for the police. It's really cold tonight, Batman.
Oh yeah, is Mr. Freeze still freezing the city? Or someone's shooting at us.
Oh no, Robin, we've been hit.
To be continued. Oh, it's a 2-part episode? Is that it? That's kind of cool. I mean, there's parts of all 4 movies I enjoy, but Forever is the one I'm least likely to rewatch. Honestly, Batman and Robin, I think, is like the one I'm most likely to rewatch. All right, the Joker's back. Okay, I see.
It's difficult to fly with your wing clipped, isn't it? It's you again, Joker.
Episode 5, the Joker's last laugh. I mean, obviously, the Burton movies. Oh, that's pretty cool with the Batwing in the back and it's like smoke. That's sick. Oh, this is pretty moody. Is this gonna be like just a boss fight? It kind of looks like it. Maybe not. Or maybe yes. Music's pretty cool. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. I can't see my fucking punches on this black background. Right. Wow, chaos. Okay. Yeah, okay, so standing a little closer. Wow. Standing a little closer to the hands, throwing the cards, make it easier to dodge. I've rewatched all 4 of that movie series. I've been meaning actually to, ever since I started doing this series. Okay, I got real lucky there. I've been wanting to rewatch them, and I was thinking like, hey, I should buy them on Blu-ray. And I still want to do that. I still will. But it's like, hey, I should not watch them until after I'm done, or at least I get through the movie. Get through the movie games. But yeah, that's okay. But then I wanted to create those Twitch alerts. So I had to rip some sound from the movies. And that kind of led to me mostly rewatching the movies. Or at least, like, parts of them. And yeah, I mean, I think that they're all... None of them have aged poorly in that sense. Like, yeah, Batman Forever sucks, but it always sucked. Fucking do this the cheap way. The jumps are so floaty, it's really hard to dodge them that way. I shouldn't even try. Just stay here on the left. Wow, okay. I bring him over here. But like the Bird movies, they're still pretty great. I mean, again, the parts that were good are still good. I'm dead. Damn, this is hard. Oh, that's obviously... Wait, can I? Nope, that doesn't work. No, can I get through one loop, please? Ah, dude, it's like... It's fucking predictive as shit. Ah. Okay, that works. Okay, I can tank one hit, I think. Because I can't really keep running. Well, I guess that works. Alright, let's keep scumming here. Nice. I'm assuming that's an actual Joker fight after this. Maybe not? Was that it? I was being a little extra overbearing because I figured I'll do slightly more of an honest attempt on the real fight, but maybe that was it.
Okay, Robin, the police will be here soon. Let's go home.
I guess that's...
I could really go for a hot meal.
I'm going to pretend that was Batman saying that.
I'll have Alfred prepare something for us.
Okay, yeah. That's it. I'm done. Kind of a cool game. I like the sort of cutscenes. Sounds pretty nice. I like the music. Music image. Yuko Kurash. But to actually play, I would say, because of the difficulty level alone, this is my least favorite of the Game Boy games so far. Oh yeah, Butler would be nice right about now, huh? The first one might be my favorite, to be honest. Definitely, Return of the Joker is like the coolest one. But that too had kind of a bullshit end. But I don't know, I like both of those games. This one, not as much. Not as much. But hey, we did it. It's kind of a hollow victory, but... You know, if Batman had save states, he would totally use save states. I feel like that's in character. Okay, so that's another game done. Oh, my back. So, let's do a little bit of housekeeping here. Dougley, what's up? And thank you for all the GGs. Watch this cool little intro again, I guess. Headset a bit comfortable. And let's see. For this, yeah. Oh, hang on. Lurking around. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Okay, let's do this then. Let's bring up this here little spreadsheet, which is apparently not showing. Okay, hang on. We can get rid of the game. We can get some music going here. Let's get some Batman Returns Mega Drive jams. Turn down just a little bit. Now why is this not working? There we go. There we go. Cody, what's up? And let's interact. Yep. Okay, thank you, Google. Whatchamacallit? Google Sheets? Is that the name? So, this was game number 18. Batman, the animated series for the Game Boy. And, yes, thank you. It's close. Oh yeah, right. I guess we can't edit this. Let's do here. Let's do this. Beaten, save state abuse. Total time 2 hours 30 minutes 52 seconds, roughly anyway. And let's get rid of the bold, and I guess that's yellow. my color coding here isn't exactly super consistent here. Dude, this music's so good, by the way. I'm like getting distracted. Next up, The Adventures of Batman and Robin for the Super Nintendo. Well, I don't know about you guys, but I don't have much better things to do. So I think we'll get started on this one today. But not before we take a little break. I need to do a little bit of setup, but I think it's a good time as well. I've been streaming for 2 hours. Just take a quick rehydration break and all of that. Yeah, this will be fun. I watched Macaw play this a couple of, well, months back at this point. I only watched a tiny bit of it. I have played this game back in the day, but not a whole lot. Definitely have not played through it. So it'll be interesting to see how that turns out. Mad Goblin, welcome to the family. Thank you very much for that follow. That'll be interesting. But let's do... Shit, how do I do this? I forgot. Okay, I guess we do this. And... setting up next game. Okay, let's do that. And let's update to the actual next game. So let's see here. Alright, we got some Commodore 64 jams. There we go. So, I'll be taking a break while I'm setting things up for the next game. So, I'll be back in maybe 10 to 15 minutes, something like that. And when I get back, we will continue with the adventures of Batman and Robin for the Super Nintendo. So, yep. See you in a couple of minutes.